We're live. It's the Lynn and Sheryl Show. I'm Lynn Serrano.
And like it says right there, I'm Sheryl Isenhour.
And we'll be right back after this. Welcome back. We are live. We're really live this week.
Scary, isn't it?
Yeah. Live from Colorado today. I can't even talk. How are you, Sheryl?
It don't matter whether you're in Colorado, the mouth don't always work. Thank my
That's
Lord.
right. Hi, Bob. Thanks for being here. So it was really nice. I kind of called you late last night, so I apologize. It was about 9-ish, and you were sweet enough to answer. And I'm like, what are we going to talk about today? And
I think we need to talk about now here I go.
it's contagious.
Friends and family. I mean, it's, we're going into the 4th of July. We just came out of some holidays, and Father's Day, Mother's Day, all of those are coming around. And I think it's just a good thing to remember all the people, number one, that aren't here, but then also, and pay respect to them, but also remember the ones that are here and make contact with them.
Yeah. It's one of those things where we do our routine every day and then we forget that, we only got a little bit of time. And I'm on my way to see my dad. I'll be there tomorrow night. And so, I haven't seen him in 2 years, and it's been a long 2 years. So it was due, and I won't be able to go back to New York this summer. So I'm sad about that. But, making the best of what you got. And if you can't see them, give them a call or give them a text or something like that.
I was lucky enough to have mine close, so it was nice to be able to see him. But at least with all the videos and things now, at least there's some form of communication that you can physically see someone. So I'd have loved to have had this year's. Sometimes I don't like it now, but at times I would have loved to have had this year's ago.
Yeah, I think since the Jetsons when I was little, I always just that video thing. I've always wanted a telephone that you can see people for real, and now we can do that, It's
All I ever wanted was that thing that dropped down on you and dressed you.
oh yeah.
So it was like, I didn't have to get up every morning. Your makeup comes on. I mean, she got made up, she had her clothes on, and she walked out. Now, if they get that, we're good.
That's so funny. That is true. But yeah, it's I think like they say the older you get, the faster the Christmas comes. And yet when you were younger, the Christmases were like, when are they gonna be here? It's one of those things. And I know that even when you're dealing with somebody that's ill or an elderly person or something, and there's sometimes you get frustrated and you feel like that's the forever time of your life. But then just as long as that seems, it seems like the longer that you hadn't seen them after they're gone. So I mean, it's such a catch-22. It really is.
Well, I took care of my parents, and then Jerry and I took care of his parents for 18 years almost.
Wow.
And you look back, and some days at that time it seemed like a long distance, but now it was just moments in time.
Right. Yeah. So I've been blessed to hang out with Theodora this past week, and I just love her dearly. She's like family to me, and I'm grateful for that. And just like, I mean, gosh, it's been 2 years ago since I seen you. So next year be number 3, and I'll be there, God willing. Again, you can't take anything for granted. That's for sure.
Well, if everything works, I'll be here. So, okay.
And it is nice to disrupt your normal routine, to take time to reconnect with people.
And I don't do it as much as I ought to. I mean, I really don't. I guess doing a lot of times I neglect doing it because I do so many Zooms. Not that that should take time away, but there's always, you use it a reason or an excuse or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah, like the holidays, why is it you gotta, thank your father or your mother just on those holidays? You don't need a calendar really to tell you when to get connected to people. But it's nice when you get the time off to do it. But the holidays are nice. But then those holidays, you have a bunch of people over, and what happens? You didn't really get to spend time with anybody. You got to see them, but not no time.
Yeah, we had the kids over here Sunday for Father's Day. And, you know, most of them were in the pool. So you had conversations with everybody, but I think that's why I like Christmas and Thanksgiving better. I like summer better, but I like those holidays better because we're eating in the house around a table and there's real communication going on.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So um, it's just that's what I like. Now at Mother's Day, it was raining. Well, we had planned this before the rain. My two children cooked dinner and brought it here, and
Nice.
so I had my family around the table, and it was really nice. We actually had enough room everybody could sit. When we've got all 19 people here, yeah, I can't get them around the table. So
Yeah. Well, that's nice. So they both cooked something different and they brought it over and really that
they
was
a lot they cooked it. Part of it we put in the oven after we got here, but that was the thing they wanted to do. Jerry usually takes us all out for Mother's Day, but Lori wanted to cook. So
nice. And
now,
it's the way the kids want to do it for your day of Mother's Day, right?
he asked me what I thought, and to be honest, I thought it was a great idea.
Hi, Paul. Thank you for the kind words. It's good to see you here too. Hope you're doing well.
But it was just really nice. It was different, something we haven't done in a while. Just the one thing, all of them here, and
Nice.
instead of the all, it and it was in the house, and it was different from what we normally do, and I
Good.
think what made it really special.
And last week we didn't do a show, but you know what last Wednesday was your birthday. So happy belated birthday on the air. And and Cheryl's so modest that it was funny. She's like, well, I don't know about service. Maybe we won't do the show that day, Wednesday. And I said, okay. And I'm like, that stinker. I'm like, it was her birthday.
Well, I told you if you wanted to do it, if I got there and had internet, we would do it.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, you just didn't want to go out and notice that, happy birthday. You share the same birthday as my brother, so I'll never forget your birthday.
When
But I
you
didn't really.
when you get to this age, you know you've got a birthday. You
Well,
try not to remember them as much as you used to, but I just want to have a lot more. So
yes,
hopefully you can, in another 20 years, you can still be wishing me a happy birthday. So
that's right. Absolutely, absolutely. I think Theodore and I were talking about the fact that they said one day you could possibly live like to 120, and she could look at me. I don't think I want to live that old.
yes, you do.
But
You really do. The thing about it is, I had someone ask me, they said, you know, doesn't getting older suck? I said, no, getting older is wonderful. That aging process is the sucky part of it.
Who is this Theodora you guys are talking about? Hello, beautiful people. You ladies are so amazing. I'm so honored to be able to pop in because we're together.
that's why we're friends and family because
Yes.
and it's so important to spend time with people that we are blessed to have met online, and now we're blessed to see each other in person and
Spend time together.
Yeah, and some people are scared of meeting people from the internet, but when you get to know the people, and I mean, it's we look the same. We do on our FaceTime and everything. It's just great to have the real time too.
Good to see you, Sheryl.
Same here, babe.
You're next.
Yeah, okay, sounds good. Yeah, I'm not crazy about meeting somebody like this first date stuff like some people do. It's not my bag, okay?
Yeah.
But I know as much about some people online as I know in person. I knew you well before you and I actually met.
And then when we were together, it was like we've been together.
Forever.
Yeah, it is nice. I mean, knock on wood, everybody I've met has been the same online as they have been in real life.
No
Um,
fatal attractions, son.
I don't go there.
I've
But yeah.
actually been watching that series and kind of
Oh, really?
yeah.
Oh, well, I just figured they did the one movie and you got the gist of it. But
No,
uh,
this is a series.
yeah, I think it's a Netflix or something like that.
Actually, I think it's on Paramount. I
Yeah.
believe. I'm not sure.
Kellen Ann, I'm gonna get to see her next month, and she says she's gonna squeeze the dickens out of me. I'm like, we're gonna have a squeezing contest because I cannot wait. I cannot wait to see her in person. I just cannot wait. I can't wait.
So we can call her you squeeze then, huh?
Oh, my squeeze! Yeah, she's my squeeze. Thanks, Kellen, for being here. But yeah, friends and family is what really, you know, and for an introvert, it's like, I'm grateful that I'm connected to some really awesome people. And, it just like, I don't get to call you every day, but it's so nice to know that you pick up the phone and call me randomly. I can pick up the phone randomly and call you, and you always pick up for me, even if you're busy. And that means the world to me.
Really good friends don't need to talk every day
That's
to
right.
be close. I mean, my very best friend in the world, sometimes it would be months before we would get back together because, family, blah, 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 on and on, excuse. But you always started back right where it dropped off. It wasn't like, let's catch up.
Yeah.
It was like I think we read minds or something because we always knew when to call the other person.
Yeah.
It was always like when something was wrong, you had that feeling and whisper, whatever you want to call it. And you picked up the phone and you called them, and it was always, I was thinking about you.
Yeah, it's just like on June 1st, I think it was. I just felt so compelled to go. And I mean, I know her husband was coming home from the hospital, and I just called her and I was trying to give her some words of encouragement. And she said, Lynn, Patrick just passed away. And I was supposed to support her. I just cried. But she goes, I go, I just felt like calling. She goes, you just knew. I go, I didn't know what I knew, but I knew I had to call you. And so, and I get to see her in July too. So I'll be with Vanessa. So it's just, it's so endearing. And it's just endearing because met her in person 4 years ago. And then 2 years ago, we spent time, and my trip seemed to work well when her husband had to go out of town. I mean, I'd get to see him before he left, and he'd be coming back, and I'd see him the day that I'd be leaving, but we'd have dinner together and stuff like that. And, and out of randomly, I would say to him, thank you for being such a good husband to my friend and always taking care of her. And he looked at me, and I looked at myself like, I don't know why I'm saying this, but I'm grateful that I did have the chance to say. Oh, Kellen Ann put, when I was in London, I met up with a college buddy. We hadn't seen each other in over 30 years. It was like no time had gone by. We just got all caught up with each other's lives. So fun. It is. It's so awesome. And I mean, it's like that when I go back to New York. And it's funny. They always laugh. It goes, Lynn, why does it take you coming from Montana to get us together? And then it was really cool when I went to California with Debbie. I got to see somebody I played softball with that I've known for over 40 years. And then I got to put, Barry and an actress together and two actresses together. I mean, like we just all met and everybody meshed so nice. It was just, it's a really cool thing. And you just really absorb. It's like smelling the roses. It's those times being present. You smell the roses so that next time you're video chatting, you got that human contact, but you solidify it with being present together. So it's really a cool thing. And your life is so enriched by just having people in your life. And Kellen, her beautiful smile just gets me. I mean, I just love her.
Yeah, it's just people just need to really remember that life is a lot shorter than you think it is. And I don't care if you live to be 100. I have an uncle that turns 100 this month. And God, it doesn't seem that long. I mean, you figure I'm 72. You know that.
Yeah.
I can't even fathom all those years going by. So,
Yeah.
young people out there that are young realize getting to where I'm at does not take near as long as you think it's going to.
Yeah. Right.
So
Well,
don't put off stuff. Don't put off life until I'll do it when I have time, because one day that time may not exist.
right.
Thank you, Bob.
Yeah, you don't look a day over 45. I'll tell you, just like you see her here, she's the same in person, just like Theodora is gorgeous on TV. It's just amazing. I mean, how true the camera is to real life. And you look beautiful. You
Yeah, I
always,
would do better if there were filters on StreamYard. But there's not.
well, on that note, do you have anything else to add before we leave?
Yeah, StreamYard ad filters.
I'll let them know that.
No, all I've got to say is anybody that's listening or anybody that you can tell, don't waste the time that you have. It's limited. So
Right.
go out, do what you need to do. Call somebody. Let them know you're thinking about them.
And I love you, Sheryl. And just so you guys know, we will have some pre-recorded next 2 weeks. So it'll be exciting. And I think maybe we'll call that one a catch-up week. I mean, because I will have been in Florida and Atlanta in that time. So you have a good one. Be safe, Sheryl. I love you.
You have a good rest of your trip, and I love you too.
Okay. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you in a couple weeks live, but we'll have some shows this next 2 weeks. Love ya. Bye. Love you, Sheryl.
Love you.